Child of God, watching from wherever place you are in this wonderful world. How are you doing today? I welcome you on today's show. I'll be taking you through I am Y311H. Today we have incredible videos that we shall be reacting. These videos might leave you in shock or make you rethink reality. At the same time, you might also learn something new. All this, we go through them to spread our message, which is easy, my friend. Uniting all Athens, children of God, making sure we are all honest with one another, loving, forgiving, kind, full of good vibes, my friend, so that the whole world would be accommodating for every creature of God. And now, before we begin our show, we always read from some good vibes book. This one is the manual of human beings, the guide of life. It contains wisdom. Like today, it tells us about love. This love we are talking about here. Hear what it says from 1 John 5:1 going down. Everyone who believes that Jesus is the Christ is born of God, and everyone who loves the Father loves his child as well. This is how we know that we love the children of God, by loving God and carrying out his commands. This is love for God, to obey his commands, and his commands are not burdensome. For everyone born of God overcomes the world. This is the victory that has overcome the world, even our faith. Who is that the world overcomes the world? Only he who believes that Jesus is the Son of God. And Jesus is love. Interesting. What a wonderful word. Good vibes, child of God. Before we begin the show, here we believe in the Son, child of God. Let's talk with this wonderful creator before we start the show. Father Lord Jesus Christ, maker of heaven and earth, we come before you today. Thank you for your love, Father. Thank you for your kindness and love for this wonderful viewer, directing them to this channel. We give you glory, Father. Thank you for the wonderful experience that you shall give them through today's video. Help us, Father, to spread love together with them. Do good things to them in their lives, Father, and forgive them all their sins. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Let's dive in, child of God. Good vibes.
If you hate math and numbers, I'm about to make you hate them much more. It is a widely known and settled fact amongst math people that 0.99999 infinitely repeating is equal to 1. And I don't mean it's really, really close to 1, or it might as well be 1 because it's infinitely close. No. This is two different ways of expressing the exact same number. People on message boards used to argue about this endlessly, but among experts, it's settled. And if you're going to ask me to explain how this can be possible, let me put it this way. This has its own Wikipedia page, and it's 8,000 words long. The closest I've ever come to explaining it is when somebody finally posted one of these memes saying that, well, if 0.33333 equals 1/3, 1/3, then... But the real answer is that numbers are stupid and we shouldn't have them.
You guys aren't going to believe this. I heard it, but then I didn't, because it stopped. So I'm going to come up and check out on this madness right now and see what this consist is all made of. Pretty interesting. This thing will just randomly go down the track. Random days, random times, random times of the year. Doesn't look that abandoned. Looks like gas or something. Flat car. And the mystery caboose. Let's just hope nothing's on it. Usually something scares the daylights out of me. I don't see nothing.
If you remember my previous videos on this beautiful yet mysterious country, Turkmenistan, you should totally go back and check them out. But if you remember, one of the strange things about this country is just how hard it is to vacation there. But here's a video of somebody actually getting to travel there and sharing his unique experiences. Let me know what you think.
This is the strangest country in the world. There are no people around anywhere. The city is full of these crazy lavish monuments. There is no traffic. Malls, hotels are all empty. So the question is, where is everyone? This is the country of Turkmenistan, and after visiting more than 130 countries, this place is unlike anywhere I've ever been. The president requires all buildings and cars to be white. Tourists who do visit are under strict requirements to have a guide with you at all times, and are banned from visiting certain places in cities. Most websites and apps are banned, and Wi-Fi is pretty much non-existent. Every single activity we did, we were the only ones there, including this popular swimming hole and even the famous gas crater. We were the only ones who stayed at this awesome yurt camp. The airport is full of security guards, but for what? It's empty. Restaurants and streets, all the same. There are some camels around though. The locals I did meet were super friendly and welcoming. This place fascinates me and I've loved my time here so far, but the truth is there's just sort of a weird and eerie feeling you have when visiting here that's hard to explain.
This is 1 kilogram of solid gold, and 25 years ago would cost you around $8,900 USD. 10 years ago, this would cost around $38,000 USD, and today this piece of gold costs $104,000 USD.
Good baby souls. It's amazing how humans can put value to minerals of this world that were made and created by the Supreme Creator. It's like trying to give value to your life. It's worthless because, my friend, that is something that belongs to the Creator. You can't sell it. You can't even compare it with things that have been made or invented by man on this world. But anyway, that's just my opinion. Let's hear yours down in the comment section below. In that first video, good baby soul, what was that good baby lady doing? My friend told me it was some way of preparing breakfast, and I still can't fathom. How? What? How? Good baby soul, was that thing that woman was entering in? What is that first to start with, eh? What was the need for that? I can't understand. Now, not just that. The lady that was going around that machine, trying to do like some salute thing to the woman that has just entered in that machine. What was going on? Good episodes. So it seems like we live in two different worlds. Can't believe there's something like that goes on. That is not what looks like witchcraft from this side of the world. That looks like voodoo. What? Ha! Anyway, good episode. Is all happening in this world. We all need to spread love to one another. We've also seen another maths video there. Some good webs guys really concerned about maths, and I said lots of interesting stuff. Myself, I'm not a mathematics guru, you see, and that is not something that could have bothered me for quite some time. But anyway, thanks to that wonderful soul, we've gotten to learn something new. Big up and much love to all the maths fan watching. You can hit the like button if you really love maths or have a friend that is extremely interested in such type of stuff. Now, what's even about to come up is more interest. I hope you watch till the end and receive your portion of good news. You see, much love to yourself.
Want to know how Navy SEALs break bad habits in seconds? These pattern disruptors are so simple, and yet most people never try them. So let's talk about pattern interruption, the secret weapon to breaking any bad habit loop. When the urge hits, try these. Number 1, we have the cold shock. 30 seconds of cold water on your face will trigger your dive reflex and help instantly reset your brain. Number 2, we have the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique, where you name 5 things you see, 4 you feel, 3 you hear, and your urges can't compete with that. The power move, drop and do 20 push-ups. It'll help redirect blood flow and help kill the urge. Now, science shows that these work because they interrupt your brain's automatic response system. And that is the overall principle here, is that when the urge comes, you can't just be dwelling on the urge. You need to redirect your attention into something else. Save this video for when the urges hit, and follow for more psychology hacks that actually work.
Did you know there is a scam going around very, very recently about these Captcha tests? We've all had them where you've got to, click that you're not a robot, click how many buses are there, etc. Well, scammers are now using this very well-known test to make you do actions on a keyboard or on your phone, which would then allow them to access your device. But the thing is, you wouldn't know that you're actually, infecting yourself with this software. All you think is you're just verifying something to read an article or play a game or whatever you're doing online. You just think this is part of the norm because it normally is. But if there's ever anything asking you to do actions like hold, control V and all this stuff, please don't do it, because they will literally get in through the back door and have access to anything that they want. That sounded wrong, on your phone. It's really, really quite a clever way to fool people, because we've all had to do these boring tests and now they're using it to access devices. So yeah, please don't do anything they ask you like this. Just be a bit more clued up, because a lot of people will just think this is normal, but it's certainly not normal. So don't forget to like and share, follow for more. I'll see you next time. Cheers.
Dwunastego maja. Kurczaki już są duże. Jadwiga postanowiła znieść nowe jajka. Ale dzisiaj jest ten dzień. Zamieniamy jajka.
An example of situational awareness is when you walk into a store, look around the store, assess what's going on. In that store, is there something bad happening? Are there any dangers ahead of you? And what kind of people are in that store? Know where the emergency exits are in case you get stuck deep into that store during a critical incident. Don't walk into the store with your face buried in your phone, scrolling social media, checking your texts, checking your emails. Keep your head up, look around, assess the environment so you know what's going on around you. That's situational awareness.
So, super cool thing that I learned in France. This is a dumpster. How it works is you get a key fob, you come up, present your key fob. It allows you to open it, put your trash in, cram it in there, and then close it up all the way. And it drops into the dumpster below and then they come and grab it. So instead of a dumpster, this is what you've got.
Okay, how impressive is what this 14-year-old kid just built? This is actually insane. So Siddharth is a 14-year-old Indian-American student who has built a heart AI app, which listens to the beat of your heart and the patterns and the sounds that are coming from it. And within 7 seconds, it can detect any diseases that your heart most likely has. It ran a test with 15,000 patients in the US and 700 in India using the app. And the app had a 96% accuracy rating in detecting any heart disease. As another project, he's also building a prosthetic arm, which would normally cost $400,000, and he thinks he can make it for $300. But the heart app is blowing the minds of surgeons and is now being widely used in hospitals around the world.
Dark predictions for June 2025, part 2. Make sure to follow to see part 3. Let's go. World leaders begin to sanction a country that we're not allowed to talk about. And this is a dark prediction simply because they've waited way too long. If you've not seen the updated aerial images, there's nothing left. And I don't know why they're doing it now. Mysterious power outages cripple the West. This is going to happen probably because of this. Next, new international emergency in the East. Probably going to happen because of this as well. UK sewage disaster poisons river and the people. It's going to be a big thing. Just a prediction. All these are just predictions, guys. They're not facts. They may or may not happen. Dramatic natural disasters in the Western world. Again, probably going to happen because of this. Spontaneous tax hikes lead to protest. This is going to happen because the governments are failing in the Western world and they're desperately trying to cling on to power and doing everything they can to siphon more from their own people. Chemical spill causes evacuations in a big city. Bookmark this and follow to see if I'm right. And you can message me for personal predictions. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Recently came across this book. I was out in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. This book is from 1777. America was 1 year old at the time. The name of this book is right here. It's the Universal Geographical Grammar from 1777. I'll be going through this book, making a lot of videos. There's some crazy stuff in here. I'm just going to give a quick preview of this because there's things in here like, so here's the opening map. Here's the opening map of the world. And right, let's see, right, hold on. Right here, Eastern Tartary. And right here is Western Tartary. And there's China. And what we'll get into farther back is going to be Chinese Tartary also. And then over here, the lower half of America is Florida. The left side, you can see California. Then the whole top is empty. And there is no Canada. So then, we'll go to the next one. This is the doctrine of the sphere. Here is the artificial sphere. Because the world was coming from being flat and going into being a globe. And right here, you've got the doctrine of the globe. And let's see, hold on. Let's see. Oh, all right, let me go back to my page. So here we got of the terrestrial globe and maps. So now we got geographical problems performed by the globe. All right, so we've got problem 1. The diameter of an artificial globe being given to find its surface in square and its hold on a second. This is for 1700. So the F's, the lowercase f's, or the cursive F's are actually lowercase s's. So I've got to convert everything. It's solidity. Okay, solidity. Solidity in its cubic measure, which looks like mefure. right? Right there. Mefure. Folidity. So it's solidity, right? Anyway, there's a lot of things about this book that are very different. So we got problem 2, given any place on the globe. Problem 3, given the time of the year. Problem 4, given any place of the globe and the time of the year. Problem 5, given new places on the globe. See, this is the thing, is that they're having to recalibrate, reconfigure the way that they see distances and find places on a globe map, because before this, everything was flat earth maps. I'm not going to spend any more time on that part. Wait. Let me go to the next one. This is endless. I could be on this. All right, Spain. I could be on this book for ever. All right, so this is the first cover page that I found. I think the original, the very front cover page in front of that first universal globe map is gone. It wasn't here when I got it. But from the other book that I saw online, this one's much better condition. Far better. All the maps are here. Here's the frozen ocean. All right, here's the Atlantic Ocean. There's Africa. But anyway, I'm just covering the fact that it's called the geographical grammar on this one. Let me go to the next marked page. Is that it? Let's see. Here we go. All right, the Empire of China. All right. Chinese Tartary. So, Tartary was real. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This book is filled with it. All right. And they just talk casually about it. You know, this is before they had done away with it. This is before they had changed all their information. They'll probably come knock on my door and get me after showing this, but whatever. You know, we all got to go sometime. Let's see what's next. Oh, so we got Africa. So over here, this is the only one that shows, I guess that's supposed to be a crocodile or a dragon. And then, I'm not going to say it. We was kings. All right, I said it. All right, so we got Ethiopia. I'm trying to find, oh, here it is. Here it is, y'all. Negro Land. I didn't write this book. But this is the whole thing, is that they've got different oceans back then. So much. They got a whole book thing in the back about discoveries, new discoveries in the 1700s. Trying to get to it. All right, here's America. Here's America. All right, so we got North America. And the whole top is parts unknown. Parts unknown. All right, so we got California, Florida. All of this is Florida. All of this is Louisiana Purchase. Louisiana Purchase. Yeah. New Albion is your upper west. And then parts unknown, all of Canada, all around Yellowstone, Montana, all that stuff is missing. All right, nobody's explored it. Well, you know, they were there. Nobody had founded all the stuff that was coming. Let me get to the back of this. Yeah, and we got new discoveries. A short account of the principal discoveries made in the voyages. What does that say? Oh, lately undertaken at the expense of the British government. All right, so it talks about Captain Cook going to the North Pole, how they're offering rewards to people to find a route through the North Pole so they can get to the Indies for trade faster and easier. You got new chronological table for the area content, writings,
of learned men. I mean, there's a lot going on in this book. I'll get into each one of these sections over time a little bit more. But this is that.
This thing sucks. At some point in your life, you've probably come across a video talking about a solar water heater. It operates off of the same basic idea as a camp shower. Hot sun heats black surface. So the idea is if you run water through a series of black pipes, by the time it comes out the other end, it will be warm. And don't get me wrong, it does work. I will take a solar shower over a cold shower any day. However, there is a reason why this thing is never actually used. What time do you take a shower? Is it in the morning or in the evening, or is it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Because that's when you need to take a shower with a solar shower heater. It's not going to be warm in the evening. These do not have thermal mass, so you have to take your shower at the peak heat of the day. And that brings up the next point. Solar water heaters do not get hot. They get mildly warm. Not to mention that if it's cloudy for multiple days in a row, you're going to get frustrated waiting to shower on the weather.
Capta un nahual a medio transformar en un perro. Al parecer algo salió mal durante la transformación y quedó así.
Right there. All right, let's go. That's what you got, bro. That right there is called loving. Like, that is real loving right
So this old girl, the girl you dating now,
man,
she made that.
she made it for me.
And
I don't deserve it either.
what's this bag about?
Okay, hold on. What, the Lulus?
Yeah, what's that bag about?
Look, she put me on some of her drawers.
Really?
Yes,
So
sir.
you're wearing underwear? Is that women's underwear?
I don't know what they are, but they comfortable.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you know, breeze and all.
You know how many women would say to that woman that she shouldn't be doing wifely things before being a wife? Well, guess what? That woman is going to be the one that's wifed up within a year. And as for the ones giving that advice, well, I think that we all know what their relationship status is going to be. That woman knows what she's doing. She is practicing to be a wife. And that man, oh, even if he wasn't ready, he's going to make himself ready. Guys, tell me if you agree or disagree.